Alright, as many of you guys may know, Blizzard was actually trying to nerf RoadHog into the ground, and we actually got those changes today. Chain hook impact damage reduced from 30 all the way down to a measly 5 damage. I mean, these changes, like, I can't even believe these changes. Final enemy position distance from 3 to 4 meters away from you, so you can't do as much damage. And then the scrap gun, they severely nerfed the damage on the scrap gun, but they increased the reload speed and then give you 1 extra ammo. Let's see if they killed Hog, yo. If they killed Hog, I don't know, let's find out. We have some weird lag, but that's because the first game I've done tonight so far, so. Is Hog still playable? We're gonna find out. I don't know, I have a feeling he's probably the worst tank in the game now, actually. I really do. And you can really I can just tell the damage nerf. Oh my god, I think RoadHog's dead. I can't even fucking do damage. Where's my damage? Okay, I got a kill on him, but that wasn't a one-tap. That's because he had 5 health left, so. You can't one-shot the supports anymore, y'all. You can't one-shot Moira. I can't one-tap her. That's real nice. That's nice to play with now. Hog's fucking garbage, y'all. I don't know if you guys seen that too. I hooked the Kiriko point blank, and I could not one-tap the Kiriko. You cannot one-tap her. I think, unless maybe if I melee, but melee only does 20 damage. So you still need extra damage. Because at least from what I know, I think melee does 20 damage if you melee somebody. So that they nerfed his hook so much, 30 damage down to 5, that even with a melee, you have 5 health remaining if you want to one-shot somebody. And that's if they aren't getting healed. That's if they're, like, just standing out by themselves, not getting any heals or anything from their team. Or any shields. I don't do any damage, yo. I don't do no damage. I think Hog has the worst damage in the game now. I really do. I think out of all the tanks, they nerfed his damage so much, I think he's the tank in the game that has pretty much the worst damage now. Even worse than Chunker Queen. Doesn't do anything. He doesn't fucking do anything. Can't one-tap them anymore. I feel like I'm fucking useless. This is a useless fucking hero now. Try one more game. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can. Maybe it was just a bad match. I'll give it that benefit of the doubt. Maybe my team was just garbage, and maybe it was just a bad match. So let's try it one more time. Let's try another game. I can't one-shot him. I can't one-shot the soldier anymore. I can't one-shot anything. They took it away. I fucking hook him, and I hit him point blank, and normally I would kill him. He's dead. RoadHog is dead. That wasn't a one-shot. That was because he was already at like 2 health. That wasn't a one-shot. Reload time, they gave him a slightly faster reload. It doesn't even feel faster. His damage numbers are so low that an extra 1 ammo does not even matter at all. And the reload and the extra recovery time does not matter at all. Because your damage is just so low now. You don't do anything anyways. Even with an extra 1 ammo. I can't one-tap a Hanzo anymore either. And they walk away now. They walk away freely if your team doesn't follow up on a hook with you. So you can no longer use your own hook and actually do stuff yourself. They made it so that you have to rely on your garbage team to follow up with you in order to get kills. So they took away all the fun and all the viability of what a tank is supposed to do, which is supposed to be really powerful, and the only thing on your team that's supposed to have the majority of the power and the playmaking ability. And they took it away and they made it so your team has to combo with you to actually do stuff. Completely ruined the identity of Hog. Completely ruined. Completely ruined him as a hero. Gone. I mean, the only reason we won this game is because their supports were really bad. We had way better supports, but still, if they actually had better supports, we would have easily lost. Supports were actually decent, and they actually pocketed the DPS and actually healed people. It's like this, actually pocketing the Widow. Alright, what you guys just saw was either like a highlights or like some type of montage. But I legit gave it another try. I legit was playing the new Hog after the nerfs, and absolutely after they just killed him with nerfs for about 2 hours. And I will say that he is no longer, I think, even that good. I think he's actually the worst tank in the game now. And the only way you can actually get value out of him, even more so now, I think, is the point where you can just land every single hook. If you don't land 90 to 100% of your hooks, I think he is legit a worthless tank, and he's probably the worst tank in the game. And even if you do land all your hooks, they don't really do anything, even probably from what you guys saw from that. I was landing hooks like crazy. I had 2 games there where I had about, I think, over 90% hook accuracy, and I was just landing hooks nonstop in a couple of those matches. And even the hooks like I landed, Normally, a lot of those hooks before the nerfs would have actually translated to kills. I would have killed so many things in those matches that it wouldn't have been even funny. Like, I would have been carrying the game myself. But half the time, I'd say like more than like 75% of the time, I hook somebody and they no longer die, or they don't take enough damage to the point where they actually get killed because I just don't do any damage. The real problem with Hog now is you need to land skill shots with your hook, which is the only reason to even play him, and the only identity he has left is his hook. And you gotta land your hook, and if you don't land it, you're pretty much worthless, even more so now. And if you do land it, you just don't have enough damage to follow up by yourself. And that has completely ruined him as a hero. It is absolutely fucking sad. The amount of damage Hog does now is probably the worst damage out of any tank in the entire game. I think it's to the point where now, at least for me, I think I'm actually going to start playing Junker Queen a lot more if I do continue playing Overwatch. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not even going to touch Overwatch for the next 2-3 weeks until Season 3 in mid-February. I'm done playing. They've completely ruined the rest of Season 2 for me, at least as a player. And this is somebody that's, like I said, I have like 90% of my hours alone on Hog as a hero. And he is the one I play like 90% of the time. I do play some DPS and some support and I have one or two other tanks once in a while, but like the majority of the time I'm playing Hog. And as somebody that's been playing Hog and that's the most played character, like they've completely killed the game for me. I don't even want to play anymore. I really don't. I'll see what they do for Season 3, and if it's garbage then, like I don't know what I'm going to do, y'all. I just don't have fun. Like, Hog is no longer fun. It's fun going around and being able to actually play as a tank and feel like a tank. If I hook a support and if I hook a DPS and I pull them in with a skill shot hook, I should get a kill. I should be rewarded for hitting the skill shot and following up. Now you just hit the skill shot and you pull them in and they run away. They run away scot-free with about like 25% of their health because your damage is so poor. And if your team doesn't follow up, which is the 90% of the time they don't because you're playing with random teams, maybe if you're in a 5-stack, but barring that, if you're playing with random teams that you don't know and are garbage, which the matchmaking in this game sucks, you can land as many hooks as you want, but most of them ain't going to do anything anymore because you have no potential as a tank now, and they pretty much took all the potential and the carry potential away from Hog, and they pretty much killed the guy. His identity is gone. He still has the hook, but the hook is pretty much useless, and you can land as many hooks as you want now, but it doesn't really do anything. The only time you're actually going to kill something is if something's below, like a squishy or a support is below 75% health, and that is really rare when everybody's getting healed, and there are so many shields and shit in the game that they can hide behind and try to run away behind. Overall, this is probably the worst balance change and some of the worst balance changes out of the entire history. Probably the entirety of Overwatch 2 out of this entire game. There were some bad ones in Overwatch 1 as well, but I can't really compare it to that game because that game is no longer around. But I think this is going to go down in the history as one of the worst balance changes of all time for Overwatch 2. It really is. Absolutely god-awful. And it's at the point where I actually wish we would go back to Overwatch 1. I wish the Overwatch 1 servers were up because I would actually rather play 6v6, and I actually want this game to go back to 6v6 because they do not know how to balance this game at all. And it's obvious. It really is. Just go look at Soldier. She actually got nerfed this patch too, and she was still one-tapping me from full health with headshots. So they didn't fix her either because they don't know how to balance her either. So they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They really don't. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I don't know, there's going to be some people that probably say, oh, well, you're just a sweaty Hog one-trick, bro. At least now you're going to have to go play a bunch of other tanks, and maybe you can play some of the other tanks, and you'll like one of them. Blah, 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 or some stupid excuses, because I know it's your average Overwatch, like incel type person, because there's always a bunch of those. If you're one of those people, please, don't even fucking bother. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but overall, I'm not touching the game until Season 3, and I'll give it a little bit of a chance for Season 3, but if shit still goes like this, like, I'm not going to really be playing this much more. I'm at the point where I think I'm fed up with Overwatch now, and the entire new luster of the game's worn off, especially when they're going and just ruining entire heroes, especially some of the ones I play the most. getting to the point where it's just more of a chore to go on it, and they're pretty much ruining every aspect. A little bit of fun that actually is still left, at least for me as a player, and they're just going and ruining it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.